Hello, my name is Larry Van Leeshout. I'm a research scientist with the Minnesota Department of Agriculture, and I administer the FieldCheck program in our state. This program provides pesticide applicators with information about the locations of pesticide-sensitive crops and beehives so they can take precautions when making applications in these areas. Hopefully, most applicators are familiar with the FieldWatch map. This is how information is shared between producers and applicators. When I use the term producer, it refers to both specialty crop growers and beekeepers. Here's a sample map for Minnesota. It is Google Map based. Pins on the map indicate the locations of pesticide-sensitive fields and beehives. I'll provide more details in a few minutes, but we'll start with some background information. FieldWatch is a nonprofit corporation that manages 3 mapping programs which help producers and applicators communicate more easily. FieldCheck is set up for pesticide applicators, DriftWatch for specialty crop growers, and BeeCheck for beekeepers. These names are all fairly similar and sometimes used interchangeably. Pesticide drift is a concern due to the off-site damage it can cause. For example, herbicide drift can result in damage to crops and landscape plants. In addition, bee deaths and reduced bee vigor have been associated with insecticide drift to hives and bee exposure during treatment. Bees are also exposed to pesticides due to drift to flowering plants that the bees forage on. Do not allow insecticides to drift to flowering plants that attract bees, such as canola, apples, and alfalfa. Some drift problems can be reduced by better communication between producers and pesticide applicators. FieldWatch programs simplifies this communication. Specialty crop growers and beekeepers utilize DriftWatch and BeeCheck to mark the locations of their sensitive sites on the FieldWatch map. Applicators can then use the FieldCheck program to view this information in their area of operation and obtain producer contact information if needed. Start by finding your area of operation on the map by moving manually or enter an address or latitude and longitude into the search box. As you zoom in on the map, the field borders become apparent and abbreviations in the pin indicate the crop which is grown in that field. Some of the crops that are listed in the FieldWatch crop menu include beehives, fruits, vegetables, grapes, and other crops. FieldWatch is not intended for field crops unless they are organically grown. There are some restrictions for FieldWatch use. It is for commercial producers with at least half an acre. It is not for personal gardens, but any size apiary, commercial or hobby, can use the system. So how can you use this program? Prior to making an application, view the field on the map and note areas that can be impacted by pesticide drift. Selecting a pin brings up contact information for that producer. This is most important for beekeepers so they can be informed of a planned insecticide application and have a chance to move, cover, or screen their hives. So how do you get started? From the fieldwatch.com page, you can enter the various mapping programs for specialty crop growers, beekeepers, and pesticide applicators. Select the FieldCheck button for pesticide applicators. On the next page, current users can log into their account. New users can create an account. This involves entering a username, password, and contact information. Most producers sign up in the late spring or early summer, but sites can be added at any time. To make sure you do not miss a new site, applicators can choose to receive free email alerts when a new site is added in their area. They can choose to receive alerts for the entire state, Or you can choose to receive alerts just for certain counties, which you select from a list. Or you can choose to draw a custom region on the map. This option allows applicators to outline their area of operation and receive new site notices only for this area. Here's a sample email notification of new sites added in an applicator's area. In this case, beehives and a grape vineyard were added. Select the View on Map link to zoom to the new sites. Be aware that labels of some growth regulator herbicides for use on tolerant crops require that a sensitive crop registry, such as FieldWatch, be consulted prior to application. If you want additional assistance with FieldCheck, go to the fieldwatch.com page and choose Resources in the left margin. On the next page, there are links to videos and detailed user guides. While on the Resources page, scroll to the bottom. There's a link for a free app, both Apple and Android, to allow you to access FieldCheck from your mobile device. There are 3 different levels of FieldWatch information access. There is a public map, which is available online free and shows all registered crop sites in most beehives. However, some beekeepers choose to hide their hives on the map due to concern for theft or vandalism. Registered FieldWatch users have access to all beehive and crop sites. Plus, you can get the free email notification of new sites in your area. There is also a data subscription membership that provides information about all sites and is in a format that is compatible with many other mapping and record-keeping programs. There is a $100 annual fee associated with this level. In 2020, FieldWatch was available in 21 states and 1 province and continues to increase. For applicators that operate in neighboring states, you will notice that most are also in the FieldWatch system. North Dakota is an exception. North Dakota has its own system called the North Dakota Bee Map. It also includes vineyards and organic fields. If you also apply pesticides in North Dakota, become familiar with this system as well. With that, I'd like to say thank you, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me for more information or assistance.